Are you ready? Are you ready?
Pay attention, please. Thank you.
Let's say I did it. Let's make a big
I'm going to
deal.
run your answer, but you did it 4 times.
I'm just telling you that you treated me much differently on the subject.
I disagree, but I don't want to have that fight with you.
Hey,
All right,
it's
we're going to
okay.
have another fight with you.
Leslie,
okay.
it's okay. In the meantime, I'm president, and you're not.
Oh, son of a... That's gonna leave a mark.
It's okay. In the meantime, I'm president, and you're not.
And you're not.
He's next.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Said many times that the U.S. is doing far better than any other country when it comes to testing.
Yes.
Why does that matter? Why is this a global competition to you if everyday Americans are still losing their lives and we're still seeing more cases every day?
Well, they're losing their lives everywhere in the world. And maybe that's a question you should ask China. Don't ask me, ask China that question, okay?
Sir, why are you saying that to me specifically?
I'm
That I
telling
should
you.
ask
I'm not
China?
saying it specifically to anybody. I'm saying it to anybody that would ask a nasty question
That's
like that.
not a nasty
Please go
question.
ahead.
My ex-girlfriend had a really weird fetish. She used to like to dress up as herself and then act like a raging bitch all the time.
Not so fast, Richie. All right. Okay.
Well, these navigational charts seem okay. I don't think there'll be any problem. Hey, why the long face?
I'm still worried about the shuttle. You saw Ted's report, and he is the program's top test pilot.
Prince Harry and Meghan Markle chimed in on the U.S. election and essentially encouraged people to vote for Joe Biden. I want to get your reaction to that.
I'm not a fan of hers. And I would say this, and she probably has heard that, but I wish a lot of luck to Harry, because he's going to need it.
And I am Kamala's running mate.
You could learn a lot from a dummy.
He was on the debate stage, as we just saw the debate before last, and refused to condone white supremacists.
Hail Whitey! Come on, man.
Orange Man's so bad.
And if these people that I watch in those debates ever got their hands on the United States government, 401ks, the values of your company, everything else that we talk about we're so proud of, it's down the tubes.
What tubes? Have you seen any tubes? Where are these tubes? And where do they go? What, a tube that big? Somebody would have seen it by now. Somebody would have said, hey, Joey, look at the fucking tube. Big ass fucking tube over here. Here's another pack of low-grade morons who ought to be locked into portable toilets and set on fire. Look, come on, man. I know you're trying to goad me.
They killed the robot out of chocolate. But that's just common sense. Go waiter.
Say to President Trump,
if only we could go back and stop this from happening in the first place. Me and Minnie are going on a Valentine's Day extravaganza.
To registered voters, it's not to everybody, it's to registered voters.
Yeah, to everyone, including dead people on the voter rolls.
I see dead people walking around like regular people.
To everyone, including dead people on the voter rolls, including to the mysterious 112% in LA County.
How often do you see them?
All the time.
That's not just everyone. That's everyone plus an extra 12%. And if you're not concerned about that, I'm sorry. I mean, the media is very concerned about the security of our elections, but when it comes to mail-in ballots, all of a sudden, the concern for election security just melts away.
What is more dangerous, this virus or the Democrats?
Democrats.
Yeah, well, let's layer hypocrisy, as you are hinting at with Mayor de Blasio, to this problem for today. The New York City mayor has taken some serious heat from local leaders who say he targeted the entire Jewish community after the mayor condemned a large gathering for a rabbi's funeral.
It sounds like something that I would say.
This is about stopping this disease and saving lives, period.
So don't do that. What else? No Jews. I think they said that earlier, but they told me I have to say it. Jews aren't allowed. If you're Jewish, this is a good time to go. If you see somebody kind of Jewy looking, then please tell an usher, and they will. Sir, come on. Let's go. Come on. Let's go.
That we were going to try to be responsible and not be, just, I won't get into it, but just be responsible.
Hold on, guys, hold on. It looks like the presidential limo has just stopped. I suspect we are about to see the president and the first lady getting out of that limo. Let's just watch and listen for a second as we see what happens. The vice president covered in the play from the Capitol to the White House at the conclusion of the swearing-in ceremony. The president-elect says cases accused back on the first inaugural George Washington.
And obviously, this is the moment that everybody is waiting for on Inauguration Day, when the president and the first lady step out of their limo and walk down Pennsylvania Avenue. I feel like I should pinch myself right now, Wolf. I can't believe I have this vantage point of history in the making.
Doesn't this sound a little fruity to you?
I feel like I should pinch myself right now, Wolf.
I got a nice two-word name for you: pretentious cocksucker. How do you like that?
I feel like I should pinch myself right now.
It sounds like something that I would say.
But did you see his performance on that show? The only thing almost as bad was Kamala with the laugh. Ha ha, that's so funny. Ha ha ha. She kept laughing. I said, is there something wrong with her too? She will not be the first woman president. You can't let that happen. Can't let that happen. No, I said, is there something wrong with her? She kept laughing. At very, serious questions.
And is that a socialist or progressive perspective? No.
No, I said, is there something wrong with her? She kept laughing.
Let me ask you about QAnon. It is this theory that Democrats are a satanic pedophile ring and that you are the savior of that. Now, can you just once and for all state that that is completely not true and that disavow QAnon in its entirety?
I know nothing about QAnon.
I just told you.
I know very little. You told me, but what you tell me doesn't necessarily make it fact.
I told you that bitch crazy.
I know nothing about it. I do know they are very much against pedophilia. They fight it very hard, but I know nothing about it.
They believe it is a satanic cult run by the deep state.
The subject.
They believe it is a satanic cult run by the deep state.
The subject.
Run by the deep state.
My ex-girlfriend had a really weird fetish. She used to like to dress up as herself and then act like a raging bitch all the time.
He's next. But you still need help from the boss. We need help from the boss. That's what happened. We need help. They said, who's more famous? I said, Jesus Christ.
We interrupt this program for a special news bulletin.
6,000 people were killed in an explosion today. You say, where? He says, in Pakistan. You say, oh, fuck Pakistan.
We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
Fails to condemn white supremacy.
Hail Whitey!
The names George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, Jacob Blake. I bet all the fans. The fuck? Don't sell your house because no Ohio factory will shut down in Donald Trump's America. He doesn't pay his fair share. Don't worry about that. He doesn't pay his fair share in taxes. He says that makes him smart. What does that do? But what does that make you?
Stop talking.
trying to say that that's somehow.
Stop talking. Stop talking for a second. A time and a place to have a debate and a conversation about the appropriate place for Confederate statues. It stopped being about statues when people showed up with swastikas.
It stopped being about statues when the left came and started the violence. And the violence occurred by both sides, including the left. Where's the condemnation of Antifa?
With the thoughts you'd be thinking you could be another Lincoln if you only had a brain.
Anyway, I am very willing to let the American public judge my physical and mental my physical as well as my mental fitness.
You simple-minded
But did you have to?
Well, I think she was treated with great respect. I'll be honest.
But do you think
there
you
are those that
treated
think
her
she
with-
shouldn't have been?
Do you think you treated her with great respect?
I think so. Yeah, I did.
But you seem to be saying that she lied.
You know what? I'm not going to get into it because we won. It doesn't matter.
Well,
we won.
I'm prepared to say that I have a record of over 40 years and that I'm going to beat Joe Biden. I'm going to beat Joe Biden.
What would you do with a brain if you had one?
A black man invented the light bulb, not a white guy named Edison. Whereas I said we shouldn't be in a position that everybody. I asked my wife Jill. Hey, Jilly, I'm Jill's husband, actually. That's my wife Jill. Hey, Jilly, I'm Jill's husband. Donald Trump inherited a strong economy from Barack and me.
Yeah, that makes a dozen roses look like a booger, doesn't it?
You won't be safe in Joe Biden's America. It's bizarre. Totally bizarre.
In another British city, this is Bristol, a statue of a 17th century slave owner was taken down and tossed into the water. CNN's Nina Dos Santos is standing by in London as we see that video there. Apparently it had been discussed by city officials what to do with this statue for quite a long time. Nothing resolved, so as we can see, protesters took care of it.
People took matters into their own hands, as you said, and tossed that statue of Edward Colston, a controversial but prominent figure for the time, in Bristol into the mouth of the River Avon.
The pandemic is that the president has no intercourse whatsoever with the rest of the world on dealing with these things. The president has no intercourse whatsoever with the rest of the world.
Do you realize that because of you, this city is being overrun by baboons?
Well, isn't that the fault of the voters?
I believe there were no deaths, 0 deaths at the time I closed up the country. Nobody was there. And you should say thank you very much for good judgment. Go ahead, please.
He's next.
And in addition to that, we have to make sure that we are in a position that we are. Well, let me go to the second thing. I've spoken enough of that.
It's your mental state an issue for voters.
12 people are arrested during Sunday's Black Lives Matter protests in Richmond. Police Chief Gerald Smith says they fit the description of Antifa members.
Hail Whitey! Hail Whitey!
So if you look at what I did in terms of cutting off or banning China from coming in,
Chinese nationals. But
by the way, not Americans who are also
Nice and
coming
easy.
from China.
Nice and easy. Just relax.
They're not aggrieved. I watched Shifty Schiff, 9 inches around the neck. And I watched this guy, uses the world's smallest collar, right? But I watched him, I guess this morning, talking about, he acts so aggrieved, so aggrieved. He knows he got caught. He's a sick man. He's really a sick man. He's a corrupt politician.
Mr. President, in talking about the continuing recession tonight, you have blamed mistakes of the past, and you have blamed the Congress. Does any of the blame belong to you?
Yes, because for many years I was a Democrat.
But does any of the...
And they used to come to my office and they would kiss my ass.
You can decide for themselves.
You're
I don't
the
take a
president.
position.
You're not like someone's crazy uncle who can just retweet whatever.
That was a retweet.
I told you that bitch crazy.
It's your mental state, an issue for voters.
It all sounds like some bad movie.
Well, that's your beat, pals.
Everywhere I go, there's always something